Democracy globally is generally regarded as the best form of government because it involves decision-making directly or indirectly by majority of the people. It also allows citizens opportunity to express their political preferences while guaranteeing them their civil liberties. Nigeria is among countries of the world that practice democratic governance, though for most of our independent history, Nigeria was ruled by a series of military juntas. It was in between these military interregnum that Delta State, South Nigeria, was created on August 27, 1991.
Before 1991, the entire space now called Delta was largely rural. We can say we are lucky. The state has grown and is developing. The rate of growth and development is not as fast as the demand of the people. That makes people think that we are not growing. That's not true. There's a lot of development that has taken place.
With the return of democratic rule on the 29th of May 1999, Nigerians looked forward to a new dawn. And since then, both national and sub-national governments have made efforts to deepen democratic culture among the citizenry.
When OKOWA conducted the primaries of our national, it was quite peaceful, quite orderly, not a single protest from anybody. When you have a man with a vision of that nature, all you can do is encourage him, and we hope that his aura, his good luck, his specialties, his skills can manifest into the nation.
Nigerians and PDP members are grateful to Governor Okowa for his steadfastness, for his courage to get things done, to do things right. I told him, sir, you are a leader and you continue to be a leader. We are grateful to Governor Okowa.
I've worked with him very closely, and when you talk about integrity and credibility and seriousness, you give it to him. Okowa is the man. That is why the PDP as a party keep appointing him to chair the convention, because they know that with him, you have no reason to complain that you were shortchanged or it was schemed. He's not in that business.
OKOWA is not only an administrator, but he's a good manager. His antecedents supersedes him. Speak for himself. He did it in Ekiti. He did it in Abuja. He's done it again here.
The present governor of Delta State, Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi, is one leader who has consciously taken steps to promote participatory governance in Nigeria. When he was sworn in as governor in May 2015, he promised to do things differently, even as he assured that he will strengthen not only economic growth and prosperity, but also guarantee political inclusion that will cement the growth of democratic culture in Delta State.
Governor Okowa is a good product. He sells himself. He has performed. You can call him a Mr. Project. Projects scattered all over the state, the local government. He has not left out any local government at all. So the people are happy.
The governor has done extremely well in all ramifications, from health to education, stomach infrastructure to roads. He has given so much money to cooperative societies and the women who trade in the market. I'm sure those two key points are enough to say yes, he has done very, very well.
Our own governor is the most civil governor that this country has ever produced. He adheres to the rule of law. He's not a violent man. He always advises his followers, follow the law, seek the law.
In line with his promise, Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi made sure the rules of separation of power were strictly adhered to. The executive arm of government, which he heads, never takes unilateral decisions without letting the other arms of government perform their statutory roles. For instance, he sends executive bills to the Delta State House of Assembly as the need arises for consideration. This is democracy in action.
The Constitution stipulates that there are three arms of government. And these three arms of government, the legislature, the executive and judiciary, cannot function alone. They must work together. And then Delta State has ensured that provision in the Constitution of Nigeria stands.
The executive bills the smart governor introduced in the Delta State House of Assembly has really fast-tracked the administrative system of Delta State government. One, in terms of implementation of the appropriations and the execution of projects.
The House of Assembly, the executive, even the judiciary, we all work together. If you want good governance for the state, these three bodies must work together to be able to achieve great results, which is what we are doing right now.
Government is about consultations. In the three arms, because of the kind of pedigree that he has been in the executive, he has been in the legislature, so he knows that both arms must work together.
It is a known fact that Governor Okowa holds executive meetings regularly with members of his cabinet, where all cards are laid on the table for robust debate before arriving at a collective agreement. Decisions are then taken for the common good. This practice waters the growth of democratic culture in contradiction to executive fiat.
What has happened in Delta State over the years is a culture of citizens participating in the process of governance. The governor listens to understand what they say and to be able to give solutions to problems that are presented.
Furthermore, democratic culture has not just taken roots, but developed tap roots under the watch of Senator Okowa. This can be verily attested to by the even spread of political and sundry appointments to cater to the multi-ethnic nationalities that make up Delta State. This is a soothing balm as the appointees amplify the voices of the people at the decision-making table.
The governor has done so much for the state, and I also believe that a man who has done so much for the state deserves the best too. So that's why we're thinking at this point in time, like he charged us, that we should try to make sure we go on free and fair campaign to the people, let the people know what he has done to the state, because it's not about saying the governor will win, because he has so much on ground that we can use to tell the people that yes, he has done so much for us, and we are supporting him for the second term because he deserves it.
The governor have done well. If you look well, there are many people that he has given appointments. Before now, we don't have such appointments. We have SAs, we have commissioners, some are in waterways, and he has narrowed down the dividend of democracy down to the grassroots. So the community are feeling the impact.
There is power in diversity. The import of this is not lost on Senator Dr. Arthur Ifeanyi Okowa. He therefore sought to leverage on this to stitch the moral, emotional, and political fiber of his people, hoping that in the process they would imbibe the values of democratic culture. Driven by a deep sense of fairness, equity, and justice, he knows that only equitable distribution of state resources will calm frayed nerves and bring about bonding among the diverse peoples of Delta. He therefore made sure there was even spread of projects across the 3 senatorial districts in line with their needs.
Governor Okowa has surpassed the expectation of the people, because any corner you go in Delta State, there is development, either road construction or empowerment. He has really done a lot.
His Excellency has done well for the people of Okwane. In the area of appointment, in the area of human capacity, in the STEP and YAGEP area of, because anytime they want to do job creation activity, they make sure say every local government are remember, and everything is shared equally among the local governments.
The governor sitting down in Asaba can't know the areas where he should touch. There are other people that would also complain. So this would afford him a medium to be able to say, I need to touch on this area and I need to touch on this area. And that's the essence of this town hall meeting, and it's a very welcome development.
Smart Delta.
All the 300 roads where you do for we state. They empower sisters on youth every every year. Even free medical for our people. So provide security for we state. And save on governor of Delta State. Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa. Hey, and talking I do it. Wetin he talk, na him he go do. Most of the new modern school where you dey build, even papa, mama, and widows, them they enjoy. Now you we go vote again for governor. To continue all the better things that you don't do. For governor of Delta State, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa again, no shaking.
Mindful of the sovereign power of the people in a democracy, and in fulfillment of his solemn pledge to open up the political space to encourage more citizen participation, Governor Okowa on May 9, 2017, commenced a tour of the 25 local government areas in the state with a view to meeting the people in their domains and compare notes on what his administration is doing to add value to their living standards and environment vis-a-vis their desires.
I will not forget to express my gratitude to you for taking it upon yourself to address the sufferings of local government staff across the state. It is on record that shortly after our assumption of office, you have put an end to quarter payment, half payment, and non-payment, as the case may be, to local government staff salaries.
The women are very happy. We appreciate what you are doing in homegrown women. Even others that are about to empower. This empowerment, we are enjoying it because we have not seen a thing like this in Delta State. But when you came in, we are enjoying the empowerment of homegrown women.
I want to thank you for all you have done and wish you good luck in all your endeavors, particularly in the forthcoming election.
As clergymen, we are to pray for you to see that you and the government of Delta State succeed in all the projects you intend to do, and to thank you for the ones you have done so far.
Today we have conducted this town hall meeting peacefully, just as we have had in all other places we have gone. And I continue to be proud of all Deltans. Deltans are peaceful, but we know how to request for our rights. We are intelligent enough to make contributions, and I believe that your contributions will help to enrich the governance process in this state.
This participatory governance approach, codenamed Town Hall Meeting, was designed to build greater confidence and strengthen the existing partnership between the government and the people. This participatory approach has been found to be vital to the success of government policies and programs in civilized climes.
His Excellency Senator Ifeanyi Okowa believes that power belongs to the people. And having worked for close to 3 years, turning Delta State to a construction site in the area of infrastructure, human capital development, and all that we've seen in Delta State, the people are having a connection, a tete-a-tete with government. Because when the government and the governed are on the same page, governance becomes a lot easier.
Just imagine, there is no money now in the state, but look what this man is doing. Look at the hard works. Everywhere he touches, he's a good Christian. He knows the pains of debtors and is going to do it.
Before now, promotion of teachers in the primary school above level 14 was just 2. But today he has increased it to 4 per local government, which is an achievement through him. And we have to thank him for that.
At each local government council, projects are commissioned while some others are inspected to ensure that contractors are working in line with the terms of contracts. But as an administration that has deep regards and respect for the traditional institution, the governor and his entourage usually visit the palace of the traditional rulers in each locality to seek their royal blessings and intimate them on their progress of work on the numerous projects that are in their domains.
I'm personally very happy. I really appreciate you, the way you make it very easy for me to get the road, and just a request immediately and it was done. God will bless you, and that is how you will get your second tenure in Jesus' name.
I want to appreciate the people of Ogulaha Kingdom for being a very peaceful kingdom. And I do believe that the people of OKOWA'S Kingdom deserves the respect of the state. The rest assured Your Majesty that the various requests that you have made, that I have noted them and will give serious consideration to them as much as possible.
We, the traditional rulers, are particularly happy because of not only his achievements on a general scale, but the particular attention he has given to traditional rulers in the state. And because of that, we are doing our best to make our respective kingdoms peaceful so that his government can operate in a conducive atmosphere.
He has done marvelously well. He's a very humble man. He's a calculated person. And everyone can see the footprints of his effort. Consequently, it's imperative that all hands must be on deck. Delta State is united. And it's imperative that we must carry this unity beyond this election. Have peace, who hold the peace.
The royal blessings and the people's joyful dance steps usually herald the commissioning of projects in each locality. Majority of the projects are in the road sector. The roads are selected on the basis of traffic count and how much they link and unite communities.
The man is called Roadmaster. That tells the story. See, people who see don't just give names or titles. The titles they give reflect what they are doing. So OKOWA is genuinely a roadmaster.
It's a creative connection in Ogele South so that we ease the movement of goods. The social life of the people will improve, the economic life of the people will improve instead of going around, and that will cause the cost of movement in any case. So I'm very happy. It's the dividend of continuity. And the more we bring in PDP, the more we'll have the dividend of continuity in government.
The government has done well on road network, and we encourage the government, they should continue like this, particularly this dry season, so that between now and May, many roads can be completed.
In fact, I would recommend the governor for two things. In like Ogele South, headquarters, Owo, and Okwawe, Oginibo, Jeremy Road, was tied by the governor, OKOWA. Like this bridge you see here now, so you will see OKOWA will win the election, you will win this ward. But we know OKOWA is a roadmaster.
When the Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa-led government came on board, they have done over 357 roads in Delta. So the governor has actually done well to earn him a second tenure. Of course, I know Deltans will vote for him massively because the man has done excellently well.
Beyond the joy triggered by the many life-changing government policies and projects that are clearly visible in the communities, the people now celebrate their inclusion in the governance process.
OKOWA is a man that we must commend for his good job. Anything he's doing, he's always doing it very perfect. The whole area in Delta State, his finger is always there. And he's very accommodating. He listens to everybody. Both youth, both royal fathers. That's the kind of leadership we are talking about.
His Excellency, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, has been doing so much for Deltans. Most especially his visitation to town hall meetings. You know, most of this project that we see, he doesn't just sit down in his office and start carrying out projects. He goes to the community, goes to town hall, organize them, and listen to them, to their outcry. And with that, he carries out his project. That is why his projects, they are people-oriented.
OKOWA is working. No governor will be like OKOWA. OKOWA is the best governor we have in Delta State. As we say, others governors are working as OKOWA work. Delta for don't be small London.
We are very, very happy with the level of effort he has put in strengthening democratic culture in Delta State because of getting everybody involved. He has done this because he believes that when everybody is part of governance, it makes the work easier.
At the several town hall meetings, many spoke to acknowledge the state government's sincere commitment to develop the state and its people through infrastructure development and job creation.
You flagged off your campaign here in this land and this kingdom.
Ever since then, we have prayed for you. Thank God for prayer answered. You have never disappointed us. We want to thank you, Your Excellency, for the roads, for the schools, for the teaching hospital, because I know how hard you have worked to make sure that the teaching hospital is standing as an independent body.
When I look at Delta State, projects are spreading out everywhere. What the follow will not do for failure.
While this feedback mechanism has helped to bridge the communication gap between the government and the governed, one very noticeable issue through the duration of the town hall meetings in all the local government councils is the absence of cry of marginalization by any community. This is attributed to the administration's apostolic approach to infrastructure development, which are evenly distributed in the state.
I must commend His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa because of his pattern of governance. It's accessible to the people. He will be there to listen to them as a listening governor, and because he's pragmatic. After listening, he goes back and implements those that he feels implementable.
It's very important to us as a people because it affords us the opportunity to talk with the governor, and the governor will talk to us. We're also very happy that he's here. We'll appreciate him for all he's been doing.
As a consequence of the administration's positive and unbiased approach to development issues and programs in the state, traditional rulers under the aegis of the Delta Central Traditional Rulers Council and the Urobo Apex Social Cultural Organization, the Urobo Progress Union UPU, has commended the OKOWA-led administration for its giant strides in infrastructural development.
Let's put our hands together for the President General who has decorated His Excellency.
Let me here acknowledge fully the support of His Excellency, Governor Senator Ifeanyi Okowa. You will recall last year that the governor on his own volunteered to help in the upgrading of the cultural center. We never made a request to him.
I want to plead with you to continue in this your peace-making effort. As we continue to ask our governor to do more for us, we must assist him in ensuring that there is peace. Because within the context of peace, we can execute the programs that he has for us in the Urobo nation.
I must appreciate the traditional rulers who agreed to come together to ensure that there is no division in the UPU and ensure that they are giving a direction to the leadership that can continue to unite the Urobo people.
The new lease of freedom and democratic experience in Delta has equally triggered reciprocal action from the people. The 3 senatorial districts have held campaigns and rallies to endorse Governor Okowa for a second term in office.
We are very happy because we are blessed with a governor, a workaholic governor, a governor that in the past 3.5 years has shown that the government can work, because the government of Delta State is working, and with the Siam.
He is a peace-loving governor. He has done well for this state. He's a God-chosen governor, and the whole people in Delta State, the men, the women, and the elders are for Okowa. Okowa is a go.
With what the governor has done so far, we are very optimistic that he's going to do more for the people of Delta State, especially the youth. So the governor is doing well. We're going to support him come February for the election.
A good man is blessed. The city rejoices. Since the emergence of Okowa as the governor of Delta State, Nollywood has had it good.
If you look around Delta State, you can see and say our governor strive for the construction of connecting roads. Before we go drive, look to location, our motor don't spoil. Today, when they drive around all the nook and crannies of Delta State, when they go mechanic, when they drive for 1 AM, nothing they happen to us. What be better to be that? We are here to support him.
Oga, carry go.
Faithful God, oh faithful God, only you deserve the glory.
Delta State government, under the watch of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, has made democracy a way of life. The government has made justice, fairness, and equity its watchword, and Deltans love it.
Okowa they work. So that this year make what they do now they take the support to Okowa. They carry me along, put everybody. I carry this year make to support Okowa.
So how they drink?
Finish am. And our matter now. Finish am.
Okowa shall be well with you.
Okowa with you. I'm a poultry farmer. I'm a young girlfriend. No, I love you.
Governor Okowa, you are the best. Even beyond 2019. Rule forever.
Come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do you better. Run, come to Delta State. Come and see the good things where Okowa they do. I see your job and work creation in Delta. Make the youth say them higher. Okowa. I see good roads everywhere in Delta. Make the people say them cola. Come live in Delta. Say me I say. Come invest in Delta. Come explore the potentials of our state.